Hi, friend. Welcome to another episode of Dream Ignite Build. This space is all about real conversations, the kinds of conversations that help you grow your business and stay grounded in who you are while doing it all. Today's conversation is straight from my heart because I've lived it, and chances are you're living it too. What do we do with our mindset when we're stepping into something bigger than what we've ever known? Scaling can sound really sexy, but it also brings up real stuff, right? So it brings up doubt, imposter syndrome, decision fatigue, or even the fear of success, which I have had many times in my life. So let's talk about how to lead ourselves with clarity, the right kind of courage, and essential confidence that even when the next level feels like a mystery, we can still take action. Now, I first want to start with the fear we don't talk about, because the fear of even just taking action can be really real, and it can be real for all of us. So here's what no one really says out loud. It's normal to feel uncertain when you're leveling up. And that doesn't mean you're not ready. It just means that it's unknown. So if there is a potential of something bad happening, we're going to be considering that. We're going to be thinking about it from a different standpoint. A lot of the time, the scariest part of growth isn't the work, it's the identity shift. You're no longer just managing what you've built, you're stepping into what you haven't built. Let that resonate for a minute. And you might feel that inner tug. Who am I to charge more? Can I handle this much responsibility? What if I lose control? The fear is actually an invitation. It's stretching you to become the woman who can hold more, not just do more. And I have had these moments as I've scaled in my business, as I've scaled in my career, as I've bought more businesses and brought them into my wheelhouse and really started understanding more about myself and the requirements that it was going to take in order for me to get to that next space. And a lot of that was about the release of letting go, was about the ability for me to say, it's okay to start moving forward with skill sets that I don't necessarily have, but that I'm going to learn from every single day, and to start building a team that's going to help me to get there. Because that in and of itself is what's going to be required as we are going to level up. What is the responsibility factor? What are the things that we have to do that are essential for us to break through doing this next level? What does this next level actually look like? And it's going to take a lot more than just stepping in and absorbing it. It's going to take a lot more direction. It's going to take a lot more clarity. It's going to take a different level of skill. And you're no longer identifying with that past role because your role is evolving. And so once we recognize that and we start moving into that space, and we know that there's going to have to be an emotional shift, we move forward anyway through the fear, through the self-doubt, through the understanding that it is going to be a challenge. And we want to become the woman who can hold that next level. So let's get practical and heart centered. If you want next level results, you need a next level mindset. And that is one that's built on trust, vision, and capacity. And so start with your identity. Who are you becoming? And if you could create this person, if you could move into this space and you could describe that person, how does she make decisions? What does she look like? How does she act? And what boundaries does she have in place? All of these questions are important for us to answer, because once we answer them, we can create everything that we need along the way, because we're building everything out exactly as we want it to be. If we say, what does she unapologetically want to do? And we can answer that fully and completely, we are going to step into that next space with power. You don't want to have to wait until the next level arrives to become her. You start acting like her now. That's how you expand your container for growth. You want to be able to create rituals that root you. So daily check-ins, vision casting, journaling, all of these things are, again, going to help you stay rooted, stay grounded, and stay focused on that person that you are becoming. And just as importantly, You want to surround yourself with support. So those mentors, those masterminds, your people, your circle of influence is going to play a huge key component to all of this. And you also want to think about how you can normalize your discomfort. Growth and discomfort go hand in hand, okay? So it's just part of the lifestyle that we are creating as we're moving into higher and higher levels of success and opportunity. Your mindset is not about being perfect or having perfect thoughts. It's about intentional focus. So you can feel afraid and still be ready. And preparing for what you can't see yet is a beautiful thing. You don't have to know how every single thing is going to work out. You just need to have the trust that you'll rise when it's time. And preparation looks like this. We want to look at building systems that give you margin. We want to look at regulating your nervous system through breath work, through movement, through routines, and also creating space, not just in your calendar, but also in the energy that you are releasing. When you don't know what's coming, lean into who you are and what you believe about what's possible. That is your anchor. And what I always start with in the morning is my affirmations, and that helps me step into places that are a little bit scary. And an affirmation that you could think about would be, I don't need the full picture to take the next step. I trust myself to grow into what's next. You are affirming what you already know to be true. Even if we don't 100% believe it, if we start saying it, we start writing it, we start making it a part of our life, it pours into all the things that we're doing. So if you're ready, even if it feels messy, just remember that you don't need to be more qualified, more polished, or more prepared to rise. What you need to do is to honor the season that you're in, take intentional action, and surround yourself with support. If you're on the edge of your next level, just take a breath. You are not behind. You are completely on time. If this resonated with you today, my friends, I encourage you to subscribe, follow us on Instagram, and keep following along with all the great content that we provide week after week.